Wisconsin Badgers wrapped up the non-conference portion of their schedule this week. A Saturday afternoon matchup against Western Kentucky down in Bowling Green, KY. We'll check out some of the highlights from Saturday's matchup with the Hilltoppers. And with that part of the schedule done, we'll recap it with the Badgers head coach as Coach Gard talks about the challenges that Wisconsin and probably any team in America has in putting together that part of the college basketball schedule. All coming up on today's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
Rotates to Davison, high on the left. Moves it into half, single coverage Bassey. Backing his half at the left block. Backing, wants it up and under, one pump, up and in. Half showing the patience. He has 4, and it's 10-7 Wisconsin. 5.5 minutes gone by. 13-11 Wisconsin. The fans still giving it to him. Here's Davison, left corner, 3, and he bangs it. Brad Davison was 7 for Wisconsin, 16-11. The Badgers with 10:22 left in the first half. Gives off to Iverson, top of the arc, trying to get it to Reavers. Gets there, Savage went down, and it's a slam dunk for Nate Reavers. His defender went down, and it's an easy punch for Reavers, 18-13 Wisconsin, across the top of the circle. Lobs it off to Davison. Off the left wing is Brad to the left elbow. Bounces to Happ against Bassey. Ethan backing in the lane. Left shoulder turn, up right hand, good. Happ was 6, 22-18 Wisconsin. 7 minutes left in the first half. Badgers up 4 with 6:25 left in the first half. Brad Davison out front, thought about it, turned it down, feeds Iverson, right lane line, one pump, goes up and in, well done. Khalil Iverson attacking, gathered by Davison, goes across the baseline, feeds Trice back to Brad, 3-shot left corner, nailed it again. Second three-pointer for Brad Davison, he has 10 points in the first half. 10 to shoot, 35 to play. Davison off the Reavers screen, Brad outside left, contested 3, got it. Brad Davison. His third three-point hit, 34-30 Wisconsin. Offensive end. Davison thought about it, top of the circle, turned it down, drives right lane line, to the rim, layup good, and this game is tied at 52. Getting a hand in there was Pritzl. They get it inside, Bassey will catch, knocked away by Happ, turnover. Davison comes up with it for Wisconsin. Brad to the front court, he'll drive his splits 2 defenders, to the rim, layup good. 19 for Davison.
You know that he's going to give you 110% every time he's out, and I think, you know, when shots start to fall for him, you know, he gets real amped up and even more into guys, and I think that's, you know, good to have, obviously, for anybody, but it's awesome when we get, you know, Brad that you guys saw a lot last year.
Rice looks, finds Happ. Ethan, baseline left, moves in on Bassey. Ethan up with the right hand, good. That was aggressive and just a ton of determination from Happ right there.
In our losses this year, our 3 losses, it's all been self-inflicted, we think. You know, we've definitely felt like we've definitely had opportunities to win all 3 of those games, and the same thing goes today. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. So it's definitely a tough one to swallow. We've got the whole season ahead of us, so we got to learn from it and move on.
This is Wisconsin basketball. Stolen by Ethan Happ. Happ to the rim, and he hammers it down with the right hand. He'll drive to the goal and hammers it down. And running into Davison, who takes the charge again. The feed to Trice, who splashes a triple. Out the 4 for 3, left of the circle, tie game.
The Badger Sports Report with Coach Gard is presented by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. And UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Hurry into Nissan's year-end event for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and the all-new Altima. Nissan's first-ever sedan with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Tech you can't get in a quarter Camry.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
This is where amazing happens, where ideas turn into realities. This is where they developed a better way to observe blood flow, a better way to visualize pediatric heart surgeries before they even happen. You see, at UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital, they're not just changing the lives of their patients, they're changing the way the world treats complex pediatric conditions. UW Health. Remarkable.
Flu season. It'll get here before you know it. Good thing it's never too soon to get your flu shot at Hy-Vee. Save yourself some worry and get your flu shot today. Plus, use your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card and you can save 20 cents a gallon on gas. There's no appointment necessary, so why wait for the flu to get you? Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy and get your flu shot plus your 20-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount today. Some restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Coach Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
Second half, specifically defensively, Western Kentucky took advantage of a lot of our mistakes and made us pay, which I knew they had. Watching them on film, they were I thought better than a 6-6 team if you let them get some confidence and get going, which we allowed them to do, and they took advantage of it. And then had a snowball effect where we were always climbing back uphill. Thought we did some decent things in the first half, but could never get separation. Specifically, again, gave up too many baskets at opportune times, and we had a 4, 5, 6 point lead where I thought we could have gotten more separation. But like I said, got a good team, which I'm not surprised by how they played. Saw that on film and saw pieces of that, and things were coming together for them. So it's a good lesson for us as long as we take it and get better from it, because we've got a lot of things to get better at.
Them being able to get what they wanted, if it happens in the first half, that's one thing. We're just getting adjusted to the environment and the team and things. But to totally flip a switch and give up that many points in the second half, that's unacceptable, and that's a huge part of why we lost.
They were very efficient offensively. They hit some tough shots, so we made some defensive lapses that gave them confidence. And especially when you're on the road, you can't have those lapses. Moving into Big Ten play, it's definitely a learning curve that we have to recognize and get better at. Because when teams get confidence at home, it's a tough train to stop.
I thought we did a poor job of finishing inside, didn't pump fake near as much as we needed to. When we did, we had good results from it. I thought we made poor decisions in terms of shot selections at time, and specifically coming in transition. I think we had a tie game and took a quick three. And then decisions with the ball. When you're playing in a hostile environment on the road against a good team, you don't have many mulligans in your pocket, so you can't give away opportunities that create momentum and energy and fuel their fire more. And we did too much of that, whether it was turnovers or bad shots, combined with us not being good enough defensively, specifically in the second half. That adds up to giving a team confidence, and then they're banking in threes and hitting step backs, and we fed into that, and they took advantage of it. We played in tough road environments. I told them before the game, I said nothing on the outside doesn't matter. It was hostile at Iowa. It was hostile at Xavier. We're going to see 9 more, probably. We're not going to have more fans than the opponent in our road game, so get used to it. It's life at this level. And, we've got those, how many were in here today? What's the hold? 7,000. They didn't score any baskets. Okay, they didn't have any assists. That was all under our control and between the lines. So that's, we've had enough in those experiences. And, it's exactly the environment that we expected it to be.
It's a hostile environment against a really good team. Those are the games we want to play. We know a lot of the Big Ten teams don't have road games like that at this time of year. But you know what? We're getting ready for March. That's a good game, a good learning opportunity for us to learn from moving forward. And we're excited to get back to work.
And I'm sure the coaches are going to turn it up a notch in practice, and we just got to respond well to it and respond well to the coaching. And we're lucky that we played this game. We played so poorly in this game and not against Minnesota. So hopefully it's out of our system, and now we're on to Big Ten play.
Progress is an endless challenge. Here at the University of Wisconsin, we're a community of innovators in constant motion. we think on our feet, connect with each other, and hit our stride, pushing past limits. Progress is an endless challenge, but it is only those up to the challenge who change the game.
Her shot clock is at 10. Smith looks up at that shot clock. Pierce setting a ball screen. Smith will use it. Rolls to his right and try to run one up right lane line, and Charlie Thomas flicks it out of bounds. King against Polk Hilliard. Goes inside. Hap catches left block. Pierce defending. Dropping down Polk Hilliard on the double. That leaves King open, who sticks a three from straight away. Second three for Kobe King, and it's 16-11 Wisconsin. Trice up the middle front court. He'll throw it to King, loops it inside. Hap will catch, left of the lane, spins on Peart, reverse layup, good. Going left to right. That's 6 for Hap. Gives to Iverson. Shot clock at 10. Reavers left of the circle. Goes into Davison. Mid-post left. Brad backing. It'll dig down inside. A double team. Shot up no good. Reavers cleans up. Gets the putback. Smith directing traffic with the shot clock at 10. Smith on the right-hand dribble. Right lane line goes up no good. Ethan Hap the rebound. And that's 1,000 career rebounds for Ethan Hap. Davison left corner three is good. Hap starts it with a milestone board, and Davison finishes with a triple.
Non-conference portion of the schedule has concluded with the Badgers game on Saturday afternoon against Western Kentucky down in Bowling Green. Big Ten play picks up on January 3rd against Minnesota. And Greg, recently on one of your radio shows, you talked about the challenges of scheduling, which there's always been a challenge to it. Maybe even more so, more to think about now in terms of getting a strong non-conference schedule and the importance of it. It really does matter, or can matter, come Selection Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think there's no doubt with the new trend I think that's happening with the NCAA's net ranking and the other factors that are being put into it, whether it's KenPom or KPI or whatever analytics. From a national standpoint, the ability to try to rack up X number of wins no longer really used to try to shoot for 25 or 27 or how many could you get? You could just schedule, try to get as many as you could or can, and that's not the case anymore in terms of it's really important that you have quality teams on your resume. Road games obviously help immensely when you can do that, and when you can win on the road, it doubles the effect it has on your resume. So I think you see a new trend and a new twist. I know our viewpoint, we've always tried to schedule challenging and balance all the things that come into play, but you really put an emphasis now, probably even more so, on the quality of the opponent, who you're playing, where you're playing them, and really try to find the best matches that really can, I guess, give you a shot in the arm in terms of what your schedule is going to look like.
Yeah, that's part of it here, because this year the Gavitt games on the road. Big Ten ACC Challenge, you had the home game this year, but we always talked through the years when Bo was here about scheduling X number of home games. You have to do that. But as you just mentioned, you go out on the road, and if you win that true road game or a really tough neutral site opponent, that's a major, major check mark.
It is. It's value. Even if you lose a tough road game, it has more value to your resume, more from a point standpoint and how they score all those things and the value they put on a road game. It has more value if you lose a tough road game versus if you win an easy home game. So you have to try to find that balance, and obviously, as you mentioned, we have to, from a budgetary standpoint, try to have X number of home games just from a revenue standpoint. That's important. But trying to find that balance with as you mentioned, the challenges that we're in, the MTE events that we play in every year, and even analyzing the opponents that are in those and making sure it has value to what we're doing.
I thought it was interesting when you pointed out on your radio show that based on how the analytics are compiled now, there were some tournament teams here, part of that long, long run that you guys had. Would have been some reason to be nervous, right?
Yeah, there was as I dug deeper into this, and as we've tried to compile next year's schedule and then watch how this has impacted our schedule, or our schedules impacted these numbers this year, I had our people who do all this for us go back and evaluate, the past 15, 18 years, and they came up with 3 years where probably definitely one was not going to be in the tournament, and others that were very, very close and highly unlikely. So, like I said, it's just a change. There's a trend towards really making things very, very competitive and really looking at the value of the opponents you're playing.
As we were talking recently, the one season where I was really a little concerned for you guys was the year you went in as a 12 and advanced anyway, with Trayvon Hughes with the big shot against Florida State. So you got in and turned into a tough out, but that's the one, right? If you're
that's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them that we found that we're probably would have been on the outside looking in. But I think the other thing that we're ahead of the game as a conference because we've gone to 20 games. Knowing this was coming, this was a plan or kind of an idea that the head coaches came up with. Like we can wipe off 2 non-conference games. We know we're going to get big boosts from our own playing within the league. 2 more games. You're obviously going to have a road game as one of those. So all those things really factored into beefing up our schedule by going to 20 games.
You know, the neutral trips, if it's the Bahamas, if it's Maui, Virgin Islands, those are great. The home and homes too, if you can, right? I mean, for the fan bases, it's really easy for guys like me or any fan to say, hey, boy, it'd be great if you could do it. But pulling it off can be another thing.
Yeah, you'd love to do that, and we know we've had some really good ones over the years. We're going to continue to try to have as many of those as we can that are feasible. Because we know, obviously, the season ticket holders love seeing high-quality opponents come in here, and obviously we talked about the value that those home, and specifically when you go back on the road and return a game or start a series on the road, the value that has. If you can win it, obviously that's great. It makes everybody feel good, but it really brings some value to your resume.
When do you know, as a staff, the Gavitt Games opponent location, Big Ten ACC? Is it when the rest of us find out, or can you get a sneak peek?
We try to get a sneak peek, but it never usually works. We can't get anybody to spill the beans, but they really wait. You know, TV controls so much of that, if not all of it, and they look at the transfer, how rosters are impacted with transfers, how are they impacted with the NBA draft. So it goes well into May, June, before they really start to align. And we kind of get an idea, but we really don't know for sure until we get beyond the NBA draft, when they know who's back, who's not coming back, those type of things, and they try to align similar level opponents together.
All right, then all that said about the non-conference schedule, that is now in the past as that portion of the Badgers schedule behind them. The Minnesota Gophers come to town Thursday here at the Kohl Center as Wisconsin 2-0 in the Big Ten jumps back into league play here in the coming days. Coach returns in a few minutes with a great day and great question of the week. Stay with us.
Flu season. It'll get here before you know it. Good thing it's never too soon to get your flu shot at Hy-Vee. Save yourself some worry and get your flu shot today. Plus, use your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card and you can save 20 cents a gallon on gas. There's no appointment necessary, so why wait for the flu to get you? Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy and get your flu shot plus your 20-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount today. Some restrictions apply.
Hurry into Nissan's year-end event for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and the all-new Altima. Nissan's first ever sedan with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Tech you can't get in a quarter Camry.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Ever since she can remember, she's wanted to become a doctor, a surgeon to be exact. Maybe it's because she's good at science, or because she loves math, or maybe it's because Lydia was born with a serious craniofacial anomaly, a cleft lip and palate that required a series of complex surgeries. And now she just wants to help others, just like the surgeons at UW Health helped her. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Michael Finley, Orlando Tucker, Sam Decker.
Oh, God. Well, that's a loaded question. Oh, God. Well, I'm going to start Finn. I'm going to bring Doe off the bench. Sam's going to be my, scout team hero, getting everybody better. Mike was the OG, good Badger basketball player. So you can't ever say Michael Finley wouldn't start. That guy was a legend. He changed the course of Wisconsin basketball. And Doe's obviously our league scorer. And I've worked out with Doe. That guy still got it. So I'd let him play. And I'd bring Sam. Sam is a practice squad. He still gets some minutes here and there, but, he's not going to be first.
All right, I'm going to go by stats then. All right, so I'm going to start Mike. I'm going to start Orlando. I'm going to bench Mike, and I'm going to put Sam on his practice squad.
Starting Orlando Tucker, bringing Michael Finley off the bench, and I'm keeping Sam Decker in the practice squad because Michael Finley's getting kind of old, and Sam's still got a lot of juice left to him, so he'll be a starter soon enough.
Oh, that's not even fair. I got to start my guy Lando. I got to start him, and then I got to do. Wait, how do you put Finley on the bench? This isn't even fair. Decker too? That was the third name? Oh boy. No comment.
I see Tucker every day, so I'm going to give him the nod just in case he's watching. He's a really great player, so I get to start one. I'll probably start Orlando. I got to watch Sam a lot, and I got to watch him in the Final Four and watch kind of how he played. I would love to play against him in practice. So I'll play against him in practice, then I guess I didn't get to watch Michael Finley play, so I'm going to bench him. But, I see the records, and I've seen highlight tape. He was a great player as well. So sadly, I guess I'm benching Michael Finley, which just sounds weird to say.
They are the ones who found a way to isolate a single prostate cancer cell hidden amongst a billion healthy blood cells. The ones pioneering advanced genomic testing in order to create personalized treatment protocols. They are the ones you want to talk to when the diagnosis is prostate cancer. They are the physicians and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the Carbone Cancer Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hurry into Nissan's year-end event for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and the all-new Altima. Nissan's first-ever sedan with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Tech you can't get in a quarter Camry.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Hi, this is Coach Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
The Badger Sports Report with Greg Gard is presented by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for this week's Great Day and Great Question of the Week comes from Chris in Kaukauna. Wants to know, Coach, do you give a thumbs up to the break in the schedule to allow guys to either get away or just go easy for the holidays here?
Well, Chris, thanks for your schedule. I hope all is well in Kaukauna and the Galloping Ghost. I do know most of the nicknames across
That's
the state.
pretty good, man. That's
Been
impressive.
here long enough, or in the state long enough, you'll learn them all. But yeah, I think number one, we have to take a break because of finals. You know, we cannot play any games home or road during finals. We also have a new rule in place this year that we have to, from an NCAA standpoint, give our guys 3 consecutive days off, meaning no contact, no lifting, no nothing. And you have to do that from the time finals end until when you start second semester. So ours fell on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and we'll come back, or have come back here on the 26th to resume practice and prepare for, as we prepared for Western Kentucky. So we were able to suffice that rule requirement there. But you know, with the finals and everything going on, we really try to back off. We know that the academic load ramps up. They got to finish those really well and do well academically. So, and we also, coming through the schedule we've come through, as we talked about the schedule, it was time to come up for air, you know, and the timing of it worked perfect. We needed to take a break because of finals. We needed to take a break because we just needed to, you know, take a step back a little bit and catch our breath. So it all fell together pretty well.
All right, we thank you for your question. The Great Dane with 4 locations in the Madison area, as well as the one up in Wausau. Badgers back into Big Ten play this week, hosting the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Hurry into Nissan's year-end event for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and the all-new Altima. Nissan's first-ever sedan with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Tech you can't get in a quarter Camry.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
There is a boy who likes tractors and trains, a boy whose heart was far too strained. He was sick, you see, with a heart that broke. His heart needed fixing, his family needed hope. Enter our doctors with their newfangled tests. Enter our teams whose care is the best. Healthy and happy, the little boy's back, playing with tractors and trains on his track. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
Progress is an endless challenge. Here at the University of Wisconsin, we're a community of innovators in constant motion. We think on our feet, connect with each other, and hit our stride, pushing past limits. Progress is an endless challenge, but it is only those up to the challenge who change the game.